Good evening. Now that got everybody's attention with some awesome video from the first annual Golden State Invitational last year. I'm joined by one of the owners, because we know Christy's the real boss, Brian. But
you're right. You're 100%
I just had to say that. Joined by the owner and proprietor of MLM Motorsports, Brian Massetti, the Massetti family, of course. Became very good friends with them the last year and a half, and it's been a lot of fun. I had the honor of going out to the first annual Golden State Invitational and heading out again. We're 1 month away, big guy. So it's time to start hammering. And on social media, we're live on YouTube, Twitter, LinkedIn, Facebook tonight. And, trying to grow the sport of truck and tractor pulling more and more in California, give it a bigger spotlight. And nothing better than having an invitational all-star pull, Inderly, whatever you want to call it, here at the end of the year. But this is the second annual Golden State Invitational at the Madera Speedway in Madera, California, where you and Christy basically invite really pullers that have supported MLM Motorsports and maybe a few other pullers, to fill out some classes. I know we can talk about that a little bit as we get into that. But Madera, California, and last year it was awesome, you guys. 2 tracks, fast-paced show. The Madera Speedway is awesome. I think for a lot of people that maybe missed it last year, Brian, I know they're really going to try to make it as fans this year. So welcome. It's 7 o'clock in California. It's 9 o'clock in Wisconsin. I think I mowed my yard for the last time this year, Brian. It's getting to be cold, buddy. Getting to be cold.
That's a good feeling.
Yeah, it is. It is. Except I love mowing my yard. It's like so peaceful.
So, well, we got some out here if you want to come out and
come on out. So
and try it.
Dave Vindal's checking in. He said he's watching. Let us know where you're watching from tonight, because we're live on Beer Money, we're live on West Coast Pulling, we're live on MLM Motorsports, we're live on the GSI Facebook page. Kind of let us know where you're watching from. Let us know if you went to the poll last year, and if you didn't, maybe you're going this year. Let us know if you're planning on coming this year. It's going to be fun. We're going to dive into how it's all rolled out. I don't know if Ryan's going to get into pullers yet, because I know people have to accept their invites. This is an invitational, okay? This isn't just run what you brung. This is an invitational. The best of the best are going to be in Madera, California, November 10th and 11th. So it's going to be fun. Jefferson, Oregon is checking in. Doug Bradshaw's watching from Oakdale.
Doug will be there.
Just has a smiley face.
No.
Another person just has a smiley face. So, yeah. Life is good.
Cool. Well, Jason, thank you again for doing this with us, and love having Beer Money as part of the MLM team and vice versa.
Yeah. Well, it's good. It's good to team up and promote. We're good at getting behind brands and trying to make them bigger, trying to make them not better, but just bigger, more exposure. That's what we do. I'll give you kudos for being smart enough to hire me. How about that? So
yeah, that's kind of a no-brainer.
Lincoln, California, Old Red Pulling, they're checking in. They won last year, didn't they?
Amanda did, yes. Yes.
So. Sherry Mincy, they have the date night truck, right?
They do, and they're coming.
Applegate, Oregon. Yeah, they actually had a post on there that I saw. That's what makes me smile, Massetti, when I see stuff like that. They had a post like, "Hey, we thought our season was done, but yet we got an invitation to the GSI 23." Just pretty neat.
They came
about that.
2 weeks ago, we were at the Souza Memorial Show in Turlock, and the Mincies came down for that. So we really appreciate their support and look forward to having them with us.
Okay, before we dive into GSI, let's give a shout out to MJC Truck and Tractor Pull this Saturday and Sunday in Modesto. Let me share my screen, and you can talk about that a little bit. You're going to be there, the MLM Motorsports sled, right?
Yeah, and it's our event. Well, we put the event on. We put the pull on for the college.
Okay.
This Saturday and Sunday, 14th and 15th. First time it's ever been a 2-day event. That we do it in they call it the Pavilion. Nice building there on campus. Not a lot of spectator seating, so they always sell their tickets out. So Todd and I were talking months ago and trying to figure out how we could increase their revenue, and really the only way to do it is add another session. So that's why we're doing Sunday at 1:00. Everyone is welcome to pull both days. We're not splitting them up. Same classes. It'd be so it's basically the same show, but some people will be there Sunday, not Saturday, and vice versa, just because that's how their schedule works. But it is open to everybody.
Nice. We had them on the West Coast show a couple weeks ago, maybe last Wednesday, and they did a really nice job. A young guy.
Yeah, Kirsten and Josh, and I was going to bring that up. They did an excellent job. I watched that one.
They suckered $500 on me and didn't even know.
I was just going to say they didn't even try very hard, and they got $500 out of the beer money. So that's pretty good.
They were so poised and professional, and like they knew what they wanted, and they had a purpose. They weren't just sitting there, do. And hey, listen, and your kid did the same thing to me for the Cal Poly poll too. So, but I mean, it's fun to see the youth involved and organized, and like, what is my why? And I said to her, what do you want? And she said, I want a bunch of these country something. I don't remember what she said. And I just said, how about I throw some money at you? And I wrote the check and got it in the mail right away. So
yeah, no, that's great. And they, like you mentioned, well, their whole team. I mean, that was just a small sample of their team, but they've been out in full force in Turlock. They had 3 students who were hooking and unhooking and flagging for us. Last year they came to the Invitational, helped on the track with those same chores. It's just a neat program, and Todd has done a great job with it. Of course, they got shut down pretty hard for the whole COVID deal. But they are, it's a great program. Look forward to working with them this weekend. I know they've got food trucks. I think they have 3 or 4 per day. And all of the money for this event benefits their program. They have other sponsors, I'm sure, that help throughout the year, but everything goes right back into their program. So it's a neat deal. A lot like the Cal Poly deal, like you mentioned with Trevor and that group. Students run this. Of course, they need their advisor, but it is a great program. And Elizabeth's right; they do represent the school very well. Even when they're at pulls, they all look nice with their uniform, their crew shirts. They're always great. I'm going to call them kids; they're young adults, but great people to work with. So we definitely look forward to that. One thing we do need to note for this event: it is indoor. All diesel exhaust, even stock diesel, needs to point up. So even if it's just a big elbow on the end of your exhaust pipe at the corner of the bed, you don't need everybody cutting in and putting stacks, but it does have to turn up so that the fans in the ceiling can blow the exhaust out. And the other thing I really want to hit is the Powell family, American Crane Rental. They are bringing in all the rollers and equipment to do the track again. Between Keith Powell and John Spielman and Brad Griffin, we've got some of the best in the business to build our tracks in there. 2 tracks, 2 sleds. It's always a fun event. It's neat to be pulling inside. Of course, it is a little louder, but it's cool. So,
Brad Griffin says he's bringing White Claw and Ranch Work party. Cool. They're from Campo, California?
Yes. Near
Am I saying that right?
Yeah, near Stockton.
Okay. John Estevez. Steve. Okay,
yep.
Sorry.
Smoking Max.
I'm trying to remember all the names when I talked on the mic last year. I'm going to have to get recertified on California last names. So, watching from California. I love old Red's comment. We'll do MJC, and then I'm sure we'll fix a truck again for GSI.
Yeah, they've had a few breakages lately, but so. And then just the last little note for MJC, if anybody that's going to go, pre-register. The registration's open through the MLM website. It right there, that top button, and it should take you right in.
Yeah, I'm just throwing it in the link right now.
Perfect.
In the comments for people to click on that.
I know we've got quite a few registered.
A lot easier, right?
Oh, it makes everything has to go through here, so it's just better if they get it done, and then we can print everything before we get there. There will be a handful that get registered that day, but the more we can get done before, the better. So, and there you can choose. You can pick for the whole weekend, or you can pick which day and just go ahead and register that way.
Awesome.
Looking forward to seeing Wade there.
Hey, Kirsten's mom's watching. Carrie, you did a good job raising your daughter.
Yes, definitely. Definitely.
Oh, that cool. Mad Compressor is a cool looking truck.
So. It is. It is. Yeah, cool. She'll be driving Sunday.
Love it. Love it, love it, love it. There is the Mad Compressor right there.
Yep.
Yeah, how long? I saw it was an indoor facility when we had Kirsten and the other gentleman on the show. I had brought some pictures up of the facility. That's pretty cool looking. It must be vented pretty good if you're just shooting the smoke up, or what?
Yeah, it's pretty good. They have big fans up in the. Yeah. I mean, that's why we need it to be pointing up to help those fans. But it is a cool facility. It's a really neat building. It's there for, I believe, predominantly equestrian stuff or all livestock shows and whatnot. They use it a lot. The building is used quite a bit. But yeah, that's their truck. But anyway, neat deal. It's probably about a 280-foot track, maybe. So yeah, we pull from one door to the other.
And these are the hats she said.
Yes, I think they're selling those, right?
That they have, and then they have some T-shirts.
Yeah.
Yes, they were going to do a limited supply of those. So.
Yeah, great program. Happy to be a part of it. We love supporting anything like this.
Yeah, this kind of shows, guys. This is a facility here.
Yes, right? That's it. Yep. So as you can tell, it's a little bit sandy of a track. That shows the spectator bleachers, and I mean, there's not a whole lot of room for people in there. So we're hoping they sell it out twice and make it even better for them.
Well, they've done a good job promoting it, Ryan. So
yes. There it is, all cleared out.
Yeah.
No, it'll be. It's a great event. It's just a lot of fun. Good cause to support. Usually, we have a very good turnout of vehicles. So it looks like the weather will be great, even though the pool's inside. All the pits are outside, of course, but be great weather. Hey, Jordan, if you haven't sold your truck yet, you got to bring it out this weekend.
You're watching from Chowchilla.
Yeah.
I feel like I said Chowchilla a couple times last year too. So with your guess. So.
Probably. It's right down the road.
Carrie going to watch my dog. Yeah, we talked about Carrie already. That's cool. Yeah. I'm just trying to catch up on the comments. Even Eat Reels. I'll see you guys in Madera. They make awesome videos.
Yes. Definitely.
Justin Van Tassel. Brian, do you have RV info for GSI yet?
Yes. What we'll do, we could, unless you got anything else we should hit about Modesto, we could.
No,
I'm happy
I
to
think
talk
we can
about
slide into GSI here. If anybody's got questions about MJC, please type them into the comments or Modesto. I'll put their Facebook page. That's what I've been kind of following here for them. Let's see here. That's my personal page. MJC Pullers. I'll put there's our Facebook page, guys. I'll put
Cool.
this in the comments for everybody if you want to click on that. Do you have any questions?
Perfect. So one of the things I did want to talk about, thank you, Justin, was the RV reservations for the GSI. Last year we had to go through the racetrack office to make the reservations, but this year we're going to do it for them to make it a little easier on them. So when you registered for the event, there was a one question if you wanted an RV spot or not. If you click yes, then I'm keeping track of all that, and most of these guys I have everybody's phone number, so I'll contact them. But one of the things the racetrack had a little confusion with is we're making reservations for a spot, but not a specific spot. I think there's 60 or 70 hookups there. So it's first come, first serve as to which one you park in. But all we need is the information to get everybody on the list so we could turn that into the fairgrounds the week prior.
Okay.
It's $40 per night. There's water and electricity at each site. There is a dump station there that you could hit before you leave. And again, I think there's 60 or 70 hookups there. So if you clicked yes, you want the RV information on your registration form, then I will contact everyone and make sure that we've got the name on the list. If you know that like Eric texted me today and said that a buddy of his is coming not to pull, just to hang out with their trailer. So on your registration, just tell me that you need 2 spots, and then I'll get with you and we'll get everybody's name and phone number on a list. That $40 per night will get collected by an attendant during your stay or when you check in, and it's got to be paid in cash. They don't take checks or credit cards. So please be prepared to pay cash for the RV spots, and that'll just be collected that day, and that money goes to the fairgrounds.
Or just say Donnie Reeves paying for it. Don't you think, Massetti?
Well, I mean, yeah.
I'm a Donnie Reeves. He's got me. I want everybody to try that.
You could get away with it. I don't know who else is going to get away with that, but yeah.
I don't even know if he's watching the show tonight, but I hope he is.
I don't know. He'll see it sooner or later.
I got to start flipping through comments here and keep it
up. So that is their RV. The camping out there was pretty awesome last year.
It was, dude. The weather was so perfect last year, and we had so much fun. We had so much fun after the pull and before the pull with all the pullers. The pulling family was just out, and everybody standing around having a good time and telling stories. And that's the best part of it sometimes.
One of my coolest memories of last year was on Thursday afternoon walking out there. We were running around everywhere, but that campground was over half full Thursday. Yeah. And that was just awesome. And everybody just hanging out. And that's one of the things the pull is awesome. Don't get me wrong. And the pulling action is going to be even better this year, but just the whole weekend and the atmosphere. And I think the young kids call it the vibe. It's just cool. Just everybody having a good time.
It was cool.
Yeah.
It was cool, Brian.
It was cool.
Oh, Donnie Reeves watching. He says, Brian, you're becoming almost a celebrity that Jason is.
Oh, man. I appreciate that, but I got a long way to go.
Yeah. We'll never be. There's Reeves status, and there's Schultz status, and there's Reeves up here, and then there's Schultz here.
And Brian's down. You can't even see Brian. He's below the screen. So, well, you didn't piss him off too bad, Jason.
This was 6 minutes ago. I'm behind on comment.
Okay.
I might have stuck my in my mouth. We'll see.
Yeah.
I've done it before. So. Carrie Phillips, that's Kirsten's mom. Thank you, Brian and Jason, for helping the kids. Thank you both for the support of the Pulling Pirates team. You both are amazing. Oh, thanks, Carrie. I'm not going to be in Modesto this weekend. I'm actually going to Raleigh, North Carolina to announce the North Carolina State Fair.
Nice.
And represent Full Pull, the official app of truck and tractor pulling, which will be in Madera, California for the Golden State Invitational as well. So you get to pick winners and win cash with the Full Pull app. So that's going to be fun.
Can the sled operators get in on that, or is there a
yeah, absolutely. I think that's how we stir the pot even more, Brian.
Okay. All right, good.
Oh shit.
So if you're not staying in an RV at GSI. We do have some hotels. The Holiday Inn, which was right down the street, and I posted a picture. I don't know if you can
Yeah, I'm gonna
find
get
that.
that up right now. Give me
Okay.
1 second.
So the Holiday Inn right down the street, we do have a group rate. All they had was king rooms this year. They don't have any double queens. So and that's where Jason will be staying, is at the Holiday Inn. The other two is there's a Spring Hill Suites and then also the Hampton Inn. They are both have rooms available. And we did post a little graphic, I don't know when, a couple day or two
Oh,
ago.
I started blowing up your Facebook
Yeah,
page today.
there it is right there.
Yep.
So the Holiday Inn Express, if you do want to book there, just tell them you're with MLM, and then they'll get you the rate of 145 a night. The other two options, the Spring Hill Suites or the Hampton Inn and Suites. I know Spring Hill has a couple. Well, last week they had plenty of double queen rooms, because I booked a couple of those. Hampton Inn is a little bit further away, but Madera's not that big. You can get to any of these within less than 10 minutes. So that the hotel information, any hotel would be fine. Like I said, Madera's not that big. So if you're not going to stay in your RV, which is pretty awesome, hotels are a good second choice. As far as the pullers, like I think we said earlier, we sent out about 65 invitations. And Jason, you hit on this, but we go through all of our events and we look at who's been supporting us. We also have a target number. We can't really go over, just to keep the show done in a timely manner. And one of the comments we did here that was less than desirable last year was somebody said there's too many trucks in one class. Well, we're trying to include as many as we can that have supported us, but we're also trying to put on a good show. That being said, we do like the out-of-state guys to come and play with us. We won't bump out a local guy just to make room for a farther away guy, if that makes any sense. But we do have some couple pickups, or at least one coming out of Utah, and then a couple out of Oregon. We invited Gary Seitzma again with the War Wagon. I saw earlier he checked in. I haven't heard back from him yet if he can make it, but we want this to be an awesome event for everybody, but it's also for the guys that have supported us all year and years past. And just try to get everybody out there and have a great event. So that's how we come up with our invitation list. We've had a couple that couldn't make it, so we added a couple other guys in the classes. So it's, but you know how it is on an invitational. You can't invite them all.
No, it's tough. It's tough.
So that's the invitations, and we've got we're almost 30 have already registered. In the invitation, there was the website, and it is password protected to register for this one. So, they have all the information, but if anybody that got the invitation, if it's not working, just let me know, and we'll make sure that we get it covered. And then the invitation. Okay, I'm sorry. The registration for this is through the GSI website, not the MLM website. So you go to gsi23.com.
Give me a second, Brian. I'll bring that up for everybody.
Okay. So the GSI website has the link to put the things. I think if you go to the home button there, Jason, or registration. Yeah, registration. And then if you click on puller registration there, it's going to ask you for the password.
Beer money.
Yeah, all caps beer money. Damn, it didn't work. So, anyways, that's in the invitation letter. So we looking forward to. I think we asked everybody to have them back by like next weekend around the 20th or something like that, so we can get everything finalized, and get all of our classes put in order.
Yep.
The neat thing about doing this, as you know, is we'll know who's going to be there before the event.
Well, that's what.
Yeah.
As part of full poll, that's what gets me really excited, because then we can get our games up almost like a week out and let people get people excited about the games and the trifectas and different things like that. So
very good.
Yep.
So we will have all that information, and I know you and I are going to do more of these little get-togethers, and we'll announce the classes and the competitors as we get a little closer.
I wanted this year. I kind of want to do like an NCAA announcement party, kind of like we did last year. It was fun relaying the lists, and we had a bunch of people watching. That makes it fun.
Yeah, for sure.
So, because guys are texting each other and different things like that. Like, I just applied for Louisville with my new tractor that I bought, and I'm excited to see if they only take 6 diesel super stocks down there, so I'm excited to see if it got in there or not. So.
Well, it's missing out if it doesn't get in there. I can tell you that.
Well, they got 6 in the Grand National points, and then my dad's driven it once. That I called down there and just said, "Hey, what are my chances?" And they said, "Well, you got to do an application." And I said, "Well, I just bought this tractor," and they said, "And I really want my dad to drive it." And they're like, "Well, has he ever driven it before?" And I go, "No." They go, "Well, we're really not excited about putting somebody in the seat who's never sat in something before at Louisville on a Friday night." I'm like, "No, I respect that." So that's why we hustled around and snuck up to Michigan. I think I called you on the way home and let you know, but so he got down the track once on it.
Cool. So, good deal. Well, that would be awesome.
Let's catch up on comments if you don't mind, quick. There's a bunch.
Sure, of course.
And then it's fun to do this. Let's see here. Chris Turner is trying to make it if almond and walnut harvest would cooperate. I think he's talking about MJC.
Okay, cool.
Matt Orsetti says, can't make OJC, but looking forward to GSI 23. Matt Orsetti, you broke everything. He has purple haze, right?
Yeah, they rebuilt the rear end overnight in the pits.
Yes, I have video of that.
Now he's got a big boy rear end in it. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
James Sarkis, hello again. I don't know James. Do you know James?
I don't.
Okay. Russ Dostal. I know Russ. He's checking in from Pierce, Nebraska. Loves the sport of truck and tractor pulling.
Cool.
Manuel Vera says, if I could just get some damn pistons to show up.
Manuel has the little white. That's what it's called, little white. He was there.
I remember his name.
Yeah. Manuel is a tuner, and he tunes like most all of the Duramax trucks out here. He helps guys he competes against. He helps guys in other classes. Pretty awesome.
Donnie Reeve is watching from Albuquerque, New Mexico. I think he even spelled Albuquerque right. Donnie, I'm impressed.
Well, the computers have spell check.
That's true. He went to a chatbot, ChatGPT.
Yeah. I think looks like they're on a little road trip.
Oh, cool.
They heading to Oklahoma City from their Facebooks.
Nice. James Sarkis says, I rough it. Laugh out loud. Tent only. All right, James.
You can tent camp there at the fairgrounds too.
Jordan says, still got the truck and would love to support MJC in the country mod class, but Almond Harvest has different plans. Yep.
Yeah, I hear you.
Wade Bradshaw, Brian is the best on the West Coast. I don't disagree with that statement.
It's very kind of you, Wade. Thanks.
Nope. James is going to bed now. So Charles Plumley, Brian should always use vibe more often. Laugh out loud. Okay. Brian, every show we're going to open up with feel the vibe. Feel the GSI vibe. Yeah.
I learned that from my niece. We went to visit this last weekend in North Carolina, and I heard a lot about vibes.
Let's get those 70s plaid suits and the hats, like the pimp hats, Brian, and walk around saying, welcome to the vibe.
Can we just say that's the vibe? I mean, do we have to do that?
No, I like to go all the way. Like,
okay,
I like to get you out of your comfort zone, Massetti, a little bit. You're pretty straight-laced, and I like the
just saying the vibe kind of got me out of my comfort zone.
Your brother got all the craziness in your family, so yeah. Hey, are we gonna have any like early morning semi truck races this year with country music artists by any chance, or can we?
Man,
is that kind of unscheduled, or how do we do that?
definitely not on the official schedule, but you've met Kevin, and he'll be there, so it's possible.
The first thing your dad said to me Sunday morning, he picked me up at the hotel, is, "I know you were involved with that." And I said,
Yeah.
"I swear to God, I was sleeping." He goes, "No, no, no. I've heard stories about you." I said, "No, you've heard stories about me when I used to be fun, and I'm old and boring now." And he thought that was pretty fun.
I tell you, it was. I mean, I was getting a little nervous about lap 8 or 9, but it was pretty cool. I mean, now we got a good story.
Yeah, nobody died.
No, nobody died.
That's
Truck
how I always.
scratched. We're all right. So.
That's typically how we. That's what we say a lot. When nobody died, so it's gonna be okay. So. Oh shoot.
Yeah. So
comments. Hold on. Sorry, Brian. Whole bunch of them. Just trying to keep up. Thank you for watching tonight. This makes it fun when you go back and forth with Brian. It makes it enjoyable.
No,
Mike
it's good.
Van Alphen says, "Hey, Matt B and Wendell P." That must have been somebody else in the chat there. I don't know.
I'll be mad if you want to be Wendell.
And then Kevin Massetti says yes to the semi truck races. So we'll have to see what happens.
Yeah, maybe I'll do a better job of taking the keys out.
Yeah, I would do.
Yeah.
Okay, we're caught up on comments. So let's keep jamming on GSI.
Cool.
Where's Manuel? Where's Manuel get his pistons from? Let's do a shout out. Let us know. We'll try to shame somebody, Manuel, there tonight on the show.
That's a good idea.
On the podcast here. So
yeah.
Again, if you're just joining us live with Brian Massetti, owner, promoter, MLM Motorsports, we are promoting the Gold State Invitational, which is an invitational only truck and tractor pull in Madera, California, November 10th and 11th, 2 nights at the Speedway there. It is, like I said, invitational. Again, targeted towards MLM supporters and other vehicles that Brian and his team feel deserve to be there because of that. So it's an invitational pull. A lot of fun. Last year is my first time ever. First time I ever had it. It was my first trip to California. And I had a very, very good first ever California truck and tractor pulling experience. Some of the video you see playing in the background right now is just some video I shot last year. Just kind of put a quick little highlight reel together today. And then we are going to be live streaming this for those of you that can't be there. You can live stream it on beermoneypulling.tv. And I have that down in the bottom right corner. And then GSI 23 is right above you. That's the official website of the Golden State Invitational coming up November 10th and 11th. So what do you want to go into next, Mr. Massetti?
Watching these videos reminds me, for what we have out here, that was one of the best tracks all year. That is because of John Spielman kind of organizing and lining up the equipment. Again, I mentioned them from Modesto, but John Spielman, Brad Griffin, the Powell family, Keith and Everett, and then they had 5 or 6 employees out here helping us run equipment. And then also Paul Morrill Excavation. They had brought down their road grader and several skip loaders. And so I definitely want to thank those guys for all their hard work. John and I have been talking about this track off and on all year, just what he wants to do a little differently. He's as soon as we finish one event, he's thinking about the next one, what he's going to do for the track and the dirt and working it and making it better than it was last year. So,
but he was pretty tickled after Turlock. I feel the Souza or Souza. I don't know. I butcher everybody's last names wrong out in California.
That's okay. Sorry. Hey, and that one, I mean, he was out there Thursday starting on it. Yeah, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. It's sandy. It's just tough. But it like John and I talked afterwards. When you say that was good for Turlock, that qualifies it. But you wouldn't just go say that was a good track. So
right. No, but I mean, I at least I like how you guys at least own it. You know what I mean? You don't pretend.
Yeah, we're not. I mean, our goal is just to make these tracks the best that we can with what we have there. Yep. We don't have the luxury of great dirt to start with usually. But this Madera track, typically every time we pull there, it is good. So we're excited about that. But again, I just want to thank those guys, the American Crane Rental, the Powell family, and their employees that are hauling it. I think they had 4 or 5 truckloads of equipment they brought in, as well as the big crane for the flag.
I was just gonna say that was the coolest thing.
Yeah, and then John had his buddy Paul Morrill. They do jobs together, so he got equipment from him, and then Paul and I think his sons and maybe a couple other employees were there running equipment. When we're running 10 pieces of track prep equipment, it takes a lot of people. Wade Bradshaw goes by Sunscreen.
Must be a new nickname.
I guess I'll have to find out that one.
It's
But
funny
anyway.
because Donnie said when they watch the show, Lori will be in one room and then Donnie will be in another, and they both watch the show. Donnie's watching on Facebook, I think, and then, or no, maybe that's when they're home, because he said last year when I talked to him, he says, I watch you guys' shows.
Yeah. Well, I think
Donnie's watching on Facebook and Lori's watching on YouTube right now.
Motorhome must be bigger than I thought, because they're.
Well, they could be on their individual devices.
Yeah, that's probably it. So, no Peterbilt's on the track this year. Step the game up this year. Okay, Kev.
Yeah, okay, Kev. Might need some extra security, Brian, if we start daring this guy.
I guess so.
I was introduced to your brother last year by him pulling off the track and driving up and throwing a T-bone steak or a hammer steak or whatever on the grill. So.
Oh, it's tomahawk, yeah.
Tomahawk, yeah.
Yeah. So, another thing about for the outside of behind the grandstands, last year we had a food truck. Well, we had 2 food trucks the second night, and that drink truck. Well, I think we've got probably 3 food options. The baked potato people are coming. Christy has a pretty awesome mac and cheese, pulled pork, pig mac, right? It's good. We've had them at several things. We're gonna have tacos. We have a coffee trailer coming, and they may be set up like most of Saturday. We're still trying to see if that'll work out for them, but it'd be a little later in the year. It's going to be a little cooler, so people may want coffee Saturday morning. Fancy coffee, not just like, well, I don't know. I don't drink coffee. You can get a nice fancy one if you want,
Right.
or a black coffee. We have a donut trailer coming. The potato truck again, and they have that. They have a drink truck that was there last year. Sips, they call it. So there'd be plenty of food options. We're not doing concerts like we did last year. It just didn't work out the way we wanted it to. It was fun, but I was telling somebody today, there's other ways to have a lot of fun that are a lot less expensive than that. So we're hoping that after the pool, everybody hangs out, because it's kind of a good vibe, Everybody can be out there and just chill out and
Did you say vibe? You gotta go like vibe.
I got to do that.
Vibe.
I'm not going to do it anymore. Then it's just a good straight up vibe, And you show face out there at the after party, and then so all the food will be there. But before the events, you remember last year we did our puller meals.
Yep.
So this year we're going to do a little differently, because there was a few extra people showed up Saturday that, it was all cool. They had bought pit passes, but we're going to give tickets to the teams when they register. So when you register, that also says if you're going to need extra to let us know. So we have a good count for the food. I think we're going to do, Furman is going to cook for us again one day. And then I think Saturday we're going to have tacos set up in there. So that would be at 3:00 both days, 3:30 both days.
If you're a puller, that's worth everything right there. That puller meal was legit.
Yeah, no, it was fun. And I think it adds a lot to the event, just to get everybody together. But the other thing we're doing is we're moving it. Remember last year we walked over to that other little pavilion, that Lumbertown they called it, on the other side of. Anyways, we're putting a tent up in the speedway fence, like behind the grandstands, and so we're going to do everything right over there, closer, because we're going to use that tent also as a VIP experience. We're selling VIP tickets this year, where people have special roped off seating, and then they'll have food and drinks available in that tent during the event. So that, our pullers won't really need that, because they'll be out in the pits. But if they have family or friends that might want to take advantage of that, that's definitely something we can work out.
If people are wondering what I'm doing while you're talking, Brian, I'm just flipping through some photos from last year that I had taken and posted on the Facebook page. Here's a really good shot of the facility, and it's badass. It's got a cool vibe, Brian. Cool vibe.
Yes, it's an awesome vibe.
Any
So I
whiskey
think
out there, Dan? Yeah, there's usually whiskey at the end. I usually find some. So
Yeah.
last year, John, on Code 3, I was sponsored by the Code 3 drinking or pulling team last year, Brian. So it was a good time.
You got to be careful. There's
There it is.
Kevo.
There's the shot.
Kevin's driving school there.
Kevin's face in there. Woo! That is, I am hammered and having a good time.
They were having fun.
John, can I get John? Actually, we just sold out of VIP tickets, Spielman. We're sorry. You're just gonna have to tent it this year, big guy. So
he asked me if he was gonna get an invite to the pool, and I told him his isn't really an invite; it's more of a summons. He has to be.
It's more like jury duty.
Yeah.
This picture,
but more fun.
This picture, we have to. I mean, this is freaking classic. Your brother.
Yeah. We should have that.
What was that country music guy's name?
Heath Sanders.
Did he fall off the face of the earth? Was he still kind of famous, or?
Well, I think he really skyrocketed after the GSI event.
I would assume so. I mean,
right?
Kevin's Instagram blew up. So.
Yeah.
Oh shit, that's so fun. I love that you guys did this. It was so neat to see the trucks lined up with that white line like that. That was cool.
We like to do that at all of our events. It just lets the crowd see the equipment. There's beautiful American flag.
I went looking for. I got better pictures of the flag, but I just looked at everything. Yeah, that's our cooker. That's the guy who made me supper, Furman.
Yeah, Sherman.
I thought that was funny. I took a picture of that. This was a truck. This is one of your 3.6 trucks, and this was not a GSI. This looks like it's Utah, but
that was down. Utah.
Derek Hoosier, I think was his name.
Yep, you're right.
Here's last year's poster.
Right.
These are good memories. Super Farms. Nick Jackson, he flagged last year, didn't he?
He did.
Yeah, jumped in. He's in the highlight video.
Yep, a couple times I saw that. There's Matthew's.
That's Massetti, right?
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
Good stuff. A lot of good memories.
John just registered the Oliver today, so that's good.
Oh, you're sneaking some names out already, Brian, letting people know?
Oh shit. Yeah. Well, yeah, whatever.
Whatever. How you doing? Ralph, are Ralph and Mary coming?
I did. I believe I saw their registration also.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Jason, are you bringing any beer money gear out? I could. We could do orders. And I could bring them out with me. You guys want talk about that, Brian?
Yeah.
Too far to pull the trailer because I don't think I can get it on the airplane.
You could. I don't know what it would cost. Maybe UPS a box of stuff out here. We could sell it.
Yeah. We could do that
with our shirts. Great.
And then this was the pits. Beautiful pits, you guys. Beautiful pits.
This facility really, I mean, the only thing, I don't know. I like it. If we had a little bit more width in the, little more width for the tracks, I think would be the only thing I would change at the Speedway. But, the pit area, we've got acres of pits out there. It's all paved. They've got restrooms out there, nice permanent restrooms. The grandstand, everything is just ideal for us to do this event here. We're excited. We're a lot of work going into this. Christy has been nonstop going, just sponsorship, everything.
See, I'm skinnier last year. That's my fat face last year, Massetti. I've been working on it. So
yeah, you look good both ways. We got Josh.
I'm the guy on the right.
I thought that was you on the left there. That's Josh. Everybody knows and loves Josh, I think.
I love it. I love Josh. Josh, I've never laughed so hard in my life. So.
Yeah, he's awesome.
Is the whip gonna make it?
I hope so. I don't know. I wish I had a solid answer, but I'm not.
I can't wait to see those two diesel motors on that mod. That's gonna be so badass.
Yep.
No
I'm
grass ramp, Spielman says.
true. We did on the front stretch. We had behind that K rail. You couldn't see it from the outside, but there was like a 4 or 5 foot wide mound of all the grass that we bladed off. We just had to put it somewhere, so that's where we put it. But I don't think we're going to do that this year. We're just going to disc up what's there.
I'm not going to bring my new tractor out this year. I really just got it bought, and I wanted to get into Louisville. But my tractor is actually going to live in Kansas with Doug Meisinger and Scrappy. So I know I can talk him into coming out next year, the year after. So have a couple diesel supers out there. That'd be pretty neat.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah, this first year I just want to get settled in and catch my breath. This all happened really fast. I was building one, Brian, and then had the chassis come in and a bunch of stuff ordered, and then Mike Beck said, "Hey, you should just buy my tractor." And I said, "Well, I didn't know it was for sale." And then that all went down at the end, really. So kind of fun.
That is pretty awesome. I mean, and the way it went, it was meant to be for you.
Well, like you said, though, we've talked, you and I talk a lot on the phone as friends, and that was just the pulling, how things just happen in pulling, that you kind of out of the blue, and people support each other and take care of each other and stuff like that. This is a cool shot, fans. I was standing down there about that 320, 330, kind of where what do you guys call them out there? Jersey barriers or something?
Yeah, K-rail.
K-rail, yeah. Yeah, in the Midwest, we call them Jersey barriers. Out there, you call them K-rail. I thought it was one of your guys' California transit things, that K-rail, but it wasn't. That's the thing down the middle there. So what's that thing you guys are building out there that costs $1 bajillion that's not done?
Oh, that stupid high-speed rail?
Yeah, so you kept saying K-rail, and I thought that was what you called your high-speed rail. I didn't know that you called that your cement block.
No, most of us call that a huge ass waste of money. But
yeah, no, we're not going to get into politics, but
you're right.
I want to make a joke. So.
Yeah.
But these are the two tracks. And they're beautiful tracks. Good dirt, and had a good time there. I had some GoPros down the middle, and we got some good video from that. So.
Yeah, there's all that grass and dirt we piled up by that side.
This was the Friday night crowd. The Saturday night crowd was twice as big, so that was great to see.
Yeah.
And we want to fill this place up this year. The Ornery Deer, I thought that was a funny name for a tractor.
Yeah.
These are the first two fans in the stands, so I got their picture. I forgot their names, but they were the first ones there, so I took a picture of them. I said, "Can I post you on social media?" Told them to smile. So
cool. There's the Biseglia brothers. They won. I want to say they both drove and they both won each night, and then they won the rings.
that's awesome.
Good, super good family. They've been to all of our events this year. Good guys. 6,000 super stocks.
Okay.
So we're working on last year we had those acrylic trophies made, and we're working on it'll be similar, but they'll be a little different this year.
Here's some of the puller meal.
Yeah.
Just catching people sitting down. This is kind of fun to relive this. Kind of good memories, Massetti.
It is. Yeah, we had, I don't even remember what we had, but did Furman do tri-tips one day and burgers the other day, I think? Yeah.
Did this tractor get sold?
I don't know.
This gentleman passed away, right? That owns it?
He did.
Okay.
Yeah. But I don't know if it's been sold or not.
I saw the ad on it, so looking forward to GSI 23. Judy, that's Wayne's wife, right? Mrs.
No, Doug's wife, Wade's mom.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
I got to write it all down, Massetti. I got to write it all down.
I hear you. I'll keep you in mind.
Thank you.
They're super good people.
Oh, absolutely. I had a great time talking. The Show No Mercy truck.
Yep, that's the one.
I met him in Colorado when we pulled out.
Yeah, you did. That's right. Yep. Yeah. That's the Henri Deer family there.
It was just fun.
One of the girls.
It was fun doing all this, getting pictures and having fun, talking to everybody.
Yeah. We did. I mentioned earlier that the Biseglias won the rings. We do have new rings. New design on the ring coming for this year, so we're doing that again. So each event is individual. So there's first. Well, there's purses for every class for both nights, and then
Yep.
we take the combined winner based on points, and then if there's a tie in points, we go to see who had a higher finishing place. If there's a tie on that, we go to combined distances. So it's worked out pretty well. Last year, several guys won both nights, and then ended up winning the ring, of course. So
That's one of Donnie's trucks right there, isn't it? Donnie Reeves.
yes, well,
Pretty sure.
that one is that's spikes. They call that one traction control, and then final drive is Donnie's. They're pretty much identical except for that weight box graphic.
Okay.
So.
Did he stick a windshield in his yet? Because I picked on him with this money. He could afford to buy a windshield now and paint it.
I don't
But
know.
he wins like every pull, so I just having fun with him.
I don't know if I've seen them at any pulls this year.
Okay.
I know he didn't come to any of ours. I don't remember if he's been to any or not.
Because when I interviewed him in the winner's circle, I said, "Hey, now that you won, you can afford a windshield in your truck."
Yeah.
Because he said, "We're just working on this thing," but he won both nights, I think, if I remember.
He did. I think he did. Yeah.
There's Ralph.
There's Ralph's truck.
It's a cool truck. They got me a crew shirt, and I've worn it 4 or 5 times this summer.
Nice.
So, and I've worn my MLM stuff too. So
nice. I heard you're getting a Modesto. Well, I don't know if that's a T-shirt or a crew shirt, but you're getting a Modesto shirt and hat.
T-shirt and a hat.
Yeah. Cool.
There's Bradshaw right there. No, that's a crew guy.
That's Doug's truck, but I don't know who that is.
Frank or Wayne? I interviewed him.
I don't know.
I'm trying to remember. No, not Wayne. That's their boy. So.
Yeah.
Now is this traction control or is this the other one?
I don't know. Donnie could probably tell us, but I'd have to see.
Donnie went to bed. Donnie went to bed. He's old. He texted me. Yep. He said he'll watch it tomorrow.
The rings. What we're gonna do Saturday night after the pull, we're gonna have an award ceremony in the tent where we do the meals. So what we'll do is have after everybody gets parked, we'll go out there and we'll do all the winners in there, the ring presentations. And then one other note about Saturday night. Again, we do have to clear the pits out because
for the flea market.
That flea market comes in at like 5 a.m. So, but there's plenty of room.
I said, you have to show this to me. So I said, before you took me back to, I think Fresno is where you flew me in. I said, I want real, authentic Mexican food. And holy cow, I had the best freaking burrito of my life. Yeah. And then he showed me the palm tree that separates north and south, right, on the interstate. And then I said, you got to show me this flea market. And how that place transformed overnight, Massetti. I was like, are you kidding me? I mean, it was a freaking zoo with people. Yeah. I couldn't believe it.
No, it's crazy.
Wow.
But that's the deal. We got to be out of there. I don't know, just whenever I think it was 1 or 1:30 by the time we got everything out last year. But we just have to be out of there completely.
I respect it. I get it.
Yeah. One other note, we have our Christy made that little video about our T-shirts. Kind of went with the that's when we went to dinner there at the Sugar Pine. Yep. Unfortunately, that restaurant's not there anymore. They
didn't even have their damn outside lights on last year. They don't deserve to be open anymore, Brian, when we were there. So.
Well, maybe the bulbs burned out. I don't know. It's a cool place. I like them.
I bet it was the vibe.
You're catching on.
You Californians, you're Californians. So you're all hip. You're hip.
We are very hip out here.
All right. I know you're trying to I just want to screw around and you just want to get all serious. So
that's all right. I get it. You've been doing serious stuff all day.
Yeah. Mortgages are a blast, especially right now.
Yeah, no kidding. The T-shirts, we're real excited about them this year. went with the
I
American
heard
theme.
Christy laugh. I heard Christy
Yeah.
laugh, right?
I don't know. She's
Donnie Reeves said he's still awake.
Oh, Donnie, I guess commented he's still awake.
Is he?
Yeah. Guess
Final Drive is a pretty one, and I'm still awake, Jason. All right.
this is a pretty one. Shit, I thought they were identical.
I thought they were both really sharp trucks. If I
Well,
remember correctly.
Final Drive has a better looking weight box because it's got that whole graphic on there.
Oh, okay.
But anyways, the shirts. We're excited. Veterans Day weekend. We want to. That's it right there. So we got Simplify up on top. Nick Gurrell. He is a Marine, and his tractor is a tribute to the Corps. And then that green truck is Show No Mercy, and then the white one is Wade's work stock pickup. So we got the Bradshaw father and son duo on there, and we got Nick Gurrell's Simplify, nice beautiful American flag in the back. So we're excited about those. You can purchase them online. If you wanted to buy a T-shirt, it will be ready for you it'll be bagged and ready to be picked up at the event. So you can get them all done ahead of time. Last year we opened the T-shirt booth like an hour before the pull. It was kind of hard on the pullers and it's hard on us. So if anybody wants to, they can pre-order. There's the T-shirts, there's hoodies. I know we have some youth sizes in there too, and then we'll have our hats. I don't know are they on there?
Yeah.
The hats are also on the website there somewhere.
3X and 4X are separate than everything else.
And 3X and 4X shirts are separate. They're separated on there because they do cost us a bit more. So that's why that's that way.
When we do 3X and 4X, I always tell people the big guys always tell me they should get a deal because they're walking billboards for me.
Yeah, that is.
And I say no, they charge me more, so you're going to pay more, and I appreciate the extra advertising.
Well, that is true.
This is I recognize that hat. That's sharp.
Yeah, and we thank Russell and Dora with SinCal Embroidery. They knocked those out for us, and the MLM hats, we got those too. If anybody wants those, we do.
We'll throw last year's shirts up there too. We have some of those.
And like Christy said, we do have some shirts left from last year, so she's going to throw some of those up on the website at a discounted price. Those hats there's the Flex Fit snapbacks. Man, they're nice. I love those. Yeah. Comfy. Even if you got a little bit bigger dome, they still feel good.
I just gave my GSI one away to a kid from California that follows us, and he saw my hat at a tractor pull, and I was wearing it. And he said, "Where'd you get that hat?" And I said, "Well, I only got one." He goes, he looked at me, and I just handed it to him. I was like, "You can have it." I know.
I know where you can get some more.
It's gonna be okay. So
yeah, I know where there's more for you.
Yeah, so good.
And then just one other note, and then we could talk about whatever you want.
I've been battling all night, Massetti. I feel pretty good. I've got my nonsense in between your common sense.
All right, well that's cool. We're a good team.
Yeah, I think so.
We the whole, I don't know if we want to call it like our mission, but our idea with GSI is to make it the best event for the pullers that they go to all year. That's a good question, Matthew. We'll get to that. But we just want everybody the pullers to feel like this is their event, that it's for them. We definitely want to put on a good show for the people in the stands because we need them to be there so that we can pay all the bills. But we definitely want this event to be, it is for the pullers. We want them to enjoy it. We want them to leave the weekend thinking, man, what a vibe. That was just awesome.
What a vibe, man.
I did that under the screen. But anyways, that's it. It's just it's kind of a good way to end the year, we think. And we look forward to hanging out with everybody.
I didn't talk to one puller last year, Massetti, that did not enjoy themselves there. And just the camaraderie, kind of getting everybody together. it was awesome. It was awesome.
You know, when I sent the invitations out, the responses I got were, I mean, some guys haven't responded yet, so I'm a little offended by them. But no, anyways, but the people that did, they got right back to me. Oh man, I've been waiting on this pull all year. Oh, I'm looking forward to it since we left last year. It just that's why we do it, I guess.
Do you have a deadline that you want to know when people can make it, Brian? By?
We said the 20th.
I think it's October 20th. It's in their invitation. We asked them to respond by I think it was the 20th.
Okay.
But it's pretty incredible. I mean, when we were in North Carolina when we were sending them out, and we were getting people registering that night, that next day. So it's pretty cool.
Christy, do you have MLM stickers to put on the trucks?
You know, we're working on it. Trevor was working on having some made a while back. I will try to get them done by then.
Yeah, it's honestly stickergiant.com.
Yeah.
Super easy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just give me your logo, and I'll bring some beer money ones out. Old Red's asking.
Yeah.
So
We should do a combined beer money MLM sticker.
yeah. Let's do that. I love it.
I got my design department on it already.
Yep, perfect. Perfecto. But no, I use stickergiant.com, Brian, and
Okay.
they're not bad at all.
We got some badass ones on the doors of the sled this summer.
Yeah, you did. They look good.
Yeah, it
Really
looks
good.
really good. Makes me feel like
only you and the Bauer sleds have them. You understand?
I know. I was just gonna say it makes me feel like somebody because I know that there's only two sleds out there. They're kind of at the upper end of the game, unlike me. So
No, it doesn't mean that you have a great sled. They happen to pull all the NTPA Grand Nationals. So
yeah, I mean, you know,
No.
that's cool, I guess, if you're into that.
if you're into Grand National pulling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One other quick thing I do want to mention is Chrissy's been working hard on sponsorships, and I do want to. There's a couple good friends of ours, competitors that we've actually talked about a couple of them, but the Reeve family, Donnie and Lori and Spike and Stacy, they came on board right away. The Powell family, American Crane Rental, also came on. Both families, I should say both companies, but their families supported us huge last year. Again this year, Jim Mulrooney Auction Company, another competitor. He's got a pro stock diesel pickup now that they'll be there competing with. But these guys have all right. I mean, as soon as Christy sent them the information, they responded right away. Yep, we're in, definitely. So definitely want to thank those guys for stepping up so quick and
Awesome.
out so much. So that's huge because that's what it takes.
Yep, absolutely. Yeah. That makes the rocking world go around. We like.
That's right. That's right.
Good stuff.
Oh, I saw Kevin's comment there about the beer truck.
Yeah, I'll make sure the pit beer ice chest truck is full for all the boys and girls.
I guess they're bringing that old pickup back.
Isn't that the one that? Yeah, I remember that from last year.
Didn't it die somewhere and they had to tow it over? Or?
Yeah, you were giggling. You were giggling because that'll teach them guys or something.
Apparently, it didn't. Oh well. Hey, even if it's got to get towed around, it's pretty cool.
It is really cool.
Yeah. So it's this GSI.
So Modesto and then Madera, right?
Modesto, and then we have a couple weeks to finalize everything and be ready, and then Madera.
He says no big deal. It still moved.
No, we are excited. This event it's overtaken our household and definitely all of Christy's time, but it turns out well because of all her hard work.
It does. So, you're very organized.
Yeah. So
very organized.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm getting pumped up. Keep watching all these videos.
Yeah, I just when I text you today, I'm like, hey, let's do a show tonight. Ooh, I should probably whip up a video. So I jumped on and quick, and the professional stuff will be out here within a week or so. My team will make it. This is Jason. This is Jason Schultz video editing. But
It's better than what Brian can do.
let's see. Yeah, true. That's why I'm in your life, Massetti, and that makes me happy.
That's right. That's right.
No,
And we'll have,
honestly, seeing all the videos made me just remember how fun of a weekend that was. You know.
it was cool. I mean, and this year it just. I mean, I know the pulling action is going to be as good or better. We have Ryan Thane from Utah bringing out his Dragula sled, which is actually a Bauer sled from way back.
Okay.
He's had it for a couple years, so he'll be out here. We're just looking forward to it. And
Awesome.
Wade said thank you, Christy, for everything. Oh.
Yeah, that's all I have tonight. I mean, unless you have anything else, we can wrap this up. And I want to talk to you offline a little bit, but other than that,
no, I don't have anything else. I just thank everybody for tuning in, and our competitors, thank you for the support all year. We look forward to seeing a lot of people this weekend in Modesto.
Our biggest audience right now is on MLM Motorsports Facebook page, so that's awesome.
Cool, that's good. And Jason, I appreciate you setting all this up and all the posting and whatnot you're doing for us. And,
hey, I'm expensive, but I'm worth it. Okay, Massetti, that's all I'm going to say. So.
Yeah, definitely worth it. I can vouch for that.
Trevor Massetti says, Bowling Green who? I love you, Trevor. That's freaking awesome. We had them on, so they changed their camping. Everybody knows Trevor's joking. Bowling Green's the biggest pull in the world. They get 40,000 people there on Saturday night. I guess the campgrounds are getting it's like Kevin on crack, like 100,000 of them kind of a thing, right? So they do these trucks and trailers and they do the campgrounds. I guess, so they kind of outlawed you can have a side-by-side, but you can't pull a trailer anymore kind of a thing. And then, so they just rolled this out. So a lot of our fans were like, hey, please get the big guy on. His name's Dave Schultz. We're not related, but I've known him for quite a while. We've always stayed in touch. So I text him like, hey, we come on Let's Grow Pulling podcast Monday night and talk about the changes. And he went through that. But the one thing they did do, so what happens, Brian, is everybody goes into those campgrounds. I mean, it's New Orleans, like beads. It's a freaking party, right? And right now they're only saying if you have a 5-day pass, you can get into the campgrounds. Because what a lot of people do is they come out Friday night or Saturday night and the campgrounds just get overwhelmed, I guess. I've only been there once. I was there in 2016. That's always the same. I'm very, very involved with the Outlaw Truck and Tractor Pulling Association. And that's always our Wisner, Nebraska weekend, which is a 3-day pull. So I'm always out there. So my team, like Doug and Hope, always take our merchandise trailer out to Bowling Green. And I just think they're just trying to make sure nothing bad happens before something bad happens, kind of a thing. So
I think we're going to, you mentioned side-by-sides, and that kind of leads into golf carts. We're going to try to park all the carts and whatnot, say like shortly after the pool.
Is Eric Roca, is he the one that had that golf cart that went like 60 mile an hour?
Yeah.
Yeah, I tried. Yeah. I jumped on that and I wanted to race your kid in his Tesla and he smoked me. So I have a Tesla now, so I know how fast they are. I'll never. It's funny. All my friends call me a Democrat now because I bought a Tesla in Wisconsin. They're not. I bought one for self-driving because I look at my phone all the time when I drive. I just do, and now I feel way better about it. And yeah, I'm gonna get a sticker made that says I'm driving my Tesla to the tractor pull to drive my diesel super stock or something funny like that.
There you go.
Because you ought to see the people that look at me like, oh my God, it's funny. Like now I get it. It's funny how people look at me like, what is that?
They are badass cars. I mean,
oh, I love it. I freaking love it.
Yeah.
You have to plan out but I don't love how they're shoving electric down your throat out there. Like, I feel like if you want an electric car, you can get an electric car, but you keep, that way there's a nice mix of it because you guys are blowing up your power grids and everything else. Like, when I go to a Tesla charging station up here, there might be 8 or 10 open spots, like total, and there's like 1 or 2 of us there. Now I get into Chicago, and there's places with 20 or 30 spots, total, and half of them will be full. But in Wisconsin, they don't even sell them in Wisconsin. I had to go to Illinois to pick it up.
Oh,
So they service them. They service
yeah.
them in Wisconsin, Brian. But I love it. I love it.
I don't know if this is really true, but I've seen this article where down in Harris Ranch, down, I don't know, an hour south of here, it's on I-5. And anyways, they got a stakeout. Well, they took out, I think, truck parking, and they put in this huge charging station for Teslas, or all electric vehicles, I guess. I don't know if it's all Tesla or whatever, but it's run by a diesel generator. So I don't know what the trade-off there is.
People that think that they're saving the environment because they're driving a Tesla, they don't know where electricity comes from. It's like,
Right.
come on, guys, wake up.
Right. No, I mean, if you're buying them for that reason, then whatever. But if you're buying them because they're like little rockets, now that's kind of cool,
No,
right? And
I took mine
self-driving.
to the drag strip.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, my buddy has one, and I raced a Challenger, and I beat him because he didn't hook up, and I was gone. It's only 660 feet. I did it in 7.5 seconds. It equates to an 11-second quarter mile.
Yeah, I've heard. Yeah, I heard from the boys that our Tesla beat a Hellcat Red Eye.
Yeah,
I was a little disappointed I wasn't invited to that, but
the party.
Yeah. So
Spielman says, "How'd that white tractor make the video?" John, it was just really random. I promise. I just went through my phone. So. When I was making it, I realized I didn't have a lot of the 4x4 mod guys, the pro mod guys, all my buddies, boring all those knuckleheads, and but they were all on the GoPro, and I just whipped this up on my phone today.
Oh.
Trevor Massetti says biggest pull of the year. Absolutely. Judy Bradshaw says, yeah. I wonder who Eric raced. That golf cart is wicked fast. Wicked fast.
Well, I hope we.
Did he have a diesel truck, or he's part of those Valley Pullers, right? Eric is.
No, he's got he has a work stock pickup.
That's right.
And then his good friend Junior, who they usually haul them together on his trailer. Junior's got a limited pro.
Yep, now I remember.
Yep, good dudes.
Johnny Reeve, just do what I do, Jason. Tell him it's the wife's car. Actually, I should do that, but my wife doesn't like it, so she hates driving it because it gives you like it's like a roller coaster when it takes off. It's like poof, and I always stomp on it. So
I had a hard time getting in and out of that one.
Did you guys get yours sold?
We did.
Yeah, I love mine. I love it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, good deal.
Yeah.
Good deal.
John builds gas stations. That's why he said we need more of them.
It makes sense.
Yeah.
It makes sense. I had so much fun with him, and then Richke's dad, Jared's dad,
Walt.
Saturday night.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got into the whiskey pretty solid at that trailer. It was a good time.
Yeah.
So I drank John Bohr out of House and Home Friday night, and then Saturday I had to go find somewhere else to drink their whiskey.
Well, there's grocery stores and liquor stores all over town. If we run out, we can go get more.
No, I don't think there'd ever been an issue there, like if us running out of alcohol. So.
Okay.
When in doubt, I just would have found your brother, and he'd be like, "Hey, I know a guy who owns a store. I'll just break this door down. We'll leave him a sticky note."
Oh shit.
Well, fans, pullers, sponsors, thank you for supporting GSI 23. We're excited for this. Brian, Christy, the entire Massetti family, and the crew. Brian and I are going to do weekly lives like this, and just really, really looking forward to coming out again. And do you have anything else, Brian? I'll play my video one more time, and then please don't hang up. I want to talk to you for a second after we're done.
Okay. Yeah, no, I don't have anything, but thank you everyone for tuning in. Thank you again, Jason, for doing this, and we are excited. We're looking forward to this.
We're MLM Motorsports is a partner with Beer Money Pulling Team. We're here to help you grow MLM, buddy. So
perfect.
What we do. All right. Have a good night, everybody. We'll see you next week.
Thanks, everybody.
Bye.